Coach Chiswick and our compliance department do a fantastic job in educating us about that process and really taking it step by step along the way, making sure they're involved in all of that, and just really letting us know what the rules are and letting us know that we're responsible to comply with those rules. And if I ever needed any help with that, the coaching staff would be there for me. The compliance department would be there, and they just do a good job and help us to focus on the things that need to be focused on, which is playing football.
Well, you've got a pretty experienced offensive line coming back when we lost one star. Talk about the two new guys that come in and kind of fight for that position and kind of what you've seen from them so far.
They've worked extremely hard in the film room, trying to learn the offense. It's going to be a battle this fall, and eventually we're going to get the best guy for the job in there.
What have you seen from the younger offensive line that's worked out so far?
They've come in there, and I've noticed they're sponge-like, ability to retain knowledge. They're always, whether it be about the offense or just like what it's like to play in front of 90,000. They've been very curious, and we just tried to accommodate them with answers like the older guys did for me when I was a senior, or when I was a freshman.
Leaving from Arkansas, you're on a 2-game losing streak against the Razorbacks after winning against in your freshman year. What would it mean for you and Cody Burns in the last year that you're there to
Yeah, it's always, anytime you lose a game, people don't realize you're working 365 days out of the year for 12, 13 chances, and anytime you lose a game, it's pretty, it's heartbreaking and definitely surprising because you expect to win every game. So, I want to win every game, and it'd mean a lot, definitely.
We didn't see a lot of Cam Newton in the spring game. That was by design, I know, by Coach Chiswick. But tell us a little bit about what he can do and how exciting of a player do you think he can be this year?
Well, I think it'd be extremely exciting. The thing that I've seen the best from him is his work ethic. On Saturdays, when we have the day off or something, sometimes in the rain, he'll drag a receiver out there and work on their timing, or I'll drive by the practice field and he'll be out there, throwing into a net or something. He's obviously physically imposing. At 6'6", 250 pounds. He's got a great build. Also, his vocal leadership has expanded throughout the summer in the player-led practices. He's become that vocal leader that this team has desperately needed, and we're really excited to have him. And it's going to be fun blocking for him.
With the importance of a better offensive line with experience, how much does that help?
It does. It helps. It's extremely important, extremely valuable, especially you getting 4 guys that have played as much together as we have, and being around each other as much as we have. That really and truly, you think the communication gets better, but it's nonverbal communication. You don't have to say as much to each other on the line, which helps. You don't give as much away. But I can kind of feel what a guy I'm working with is about to do, what he's thinking. We can kind of feel that out without having to say anything, which is invaluable. I mean, it's just awesome.
You guys are an extremely fast offense last year, but Coach Gonzalez said still wasn't fast enough for his line. What's kind of gone from that in the offseason, to get quicker, get some line quicker as far as conditioning, what goes on behind the scenes with that?
Well, it's never fast enough. In the spring, that's what he preached, and the way he coaches it, the way we practice it, gets us prepared for the game to go fast. And we were a lot faster this spring than even we were during the season. So, and he wants to go faster than that. So, we're just gonna be coached and we're going to do things the way he coaches it and try to go as fast as we can. Hopefully it's fast enough.
How much of a learning curve was it for you picking up Gus Malzahn's offense last year and how much more comfortable with it?
Well, yeah, for an offensive lineman, football's football. And, you're going to zone block, you're going to gap block, you're going to pass block. It's all about the same. And I guess the biggest difference for Coach Malzahn's offense and the offense I've been a part of is the speed, is the tempo. And I just wanted to say that I appreciate the man Coach Malzahn is and the coach that he is. He's a great coach, a great man of God, and I just appreciate him and the lessons I've learned from him.
Have you helped him recruit players out of Arkansas?
Every time an Arkansas player comes by the complex, he'll text me and I'll have to come say hello, and definitely meet the guy because it's kind of neat seeing those guys come down here.
A lot of your teammates have been talking about how this year it really seems like the team is so much a family, and a lot of that is due to Coach Chiswick and stuff. I mean, what's your take on the whole family atmosphere?
Well, it definitely is a family. I mean, we're together all the time, and it's a close knit group. We enjoy being together, and the things that Coach Chiswick has brought in has helped build that not only on the field but off the field. I think back to things we've done as a team, going to see movies as a team. We did a bowling tournament that was fun. We went to the little water park outside of Auburn one time. And, it was just things like that. That just things I'll never forget. For as long as I live. And those are the lessons that Coach Chiswick is doing a great job instilling in his players. And I can't thank him enough for it.
Lee, you mentioned Arkansas guys. Talk about Michael Dyer. You've seen him much, like in off-season conditioning. What do you expect out of him?
I haven't seen much of him. The freshmen work out in a kind of a different group, kind of to get accustomed to a college weight program, conditioning program. But we'll find out here pretty soon.
With this being your senior year, you've thrown a lot of games, seen a lot of games, everybody's had their ups and downs. How does it feel different going into the season as opposed to the past 3 seasons?
Well, obviously, you get a sense of things are winding down. This is your last chance in an Auburn jersey to get the goals you've had set ahead of yourself accomplished. But again, you start to think back about the years past and how grateful you are to the Auburn family for what they've, for their support and for the opportunity of playing football. And going into this year, I've never entered a football season more excited, more prepared, and more willing to learn the game and to become better at the game than I am this year.
Two more questions.
What's it like kind of having a senior center like Ryan Pugh being down there, being able to make the checks and the calls and things like that for the
Yeah.
offensive line?
Pew's good. Pew keeps us on the same page. He's a good friend of mine. We're actually cousins. We found out when we got to school here, we're cousins, but distantly. But it's nice. He's definitely I guess you could say kind of a glue that keeps the O-line together. Gets us going in the right direction sometimes. Sometimes things can be confusing in there, whether you hear something wrong or something like that, and he kind of at least pulls us in the same direction. And he does a good job of that. He does a very good job at accomplishing his blocking assignments and getting things done he needs to do. And he's just extremely valuable to this football team.